Very cool.
Yeah.
So pick out a few that you'd like to highlight, or that you really...
Oh,
that's hard to do, huh?
It's almost impossible.
Because they're all, each brings something to the project.
Up for a proposal for another potential exhibit, and it was because I only had 4 images to send them, and it was very difficult to pick.
So are you looking for more people to do books?
Oh, it's going to expand, yeah. This is just the first step. It's it's not a full library yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's 09. There's going to be a 10 next. So I imagine it is 1,000 books.
Wow. So that's your vision for the project, 1,000 books.
The whole library.
And will this travel? This will be a traveling exhibit?
Yeah.
So this is just only the very beginning?
Very beginning. Just the touch.
Okay.
But yeah, this is Sergio Baroli, just because you had it here.
I had that on, yeah.
And this is has this...
Defining love and the loss of a feeling is not an occult science. This is not one of those...
Romance novel being a very a consumerized object, which also distances itself from sentimentality. So it's this very like a cheap paperback, and being a product like Mills of Bones or Harlequin, is that they have this similar image as a immediate read as a romance novel. So I'm imagining my image was this shelving, that the shelves become almost become this culture or national identity, as all the books are kind of put into this shelving and looked upon as those things, e.g. those people, that group of things.
That homogenized group.
Yeah. So, but then when one goes to the shelves and pick one book up and spend time with it, and they get connected to it, and the intimacy, which is in the romance novel too, I mean, there's a certain kind of appropriations, but there's a little bit of different little nuance in characters, and you put it back in, then you pick another one, and it's not the same, especially with this project. It might be more similar in actual romance novels, but here it was so important that each book was made by the individual artist. So all group of artists as a grouping together, but individuality, so that the group, this homo group, is not this sameness, but it's an eclectic differences that make up a community. So as I mentioned earlier, that the triggering of questioning the position of love in my work was the whole tension that was existing, the atrocities in the Gaza Strip that was tearing everybody's heart at the time too. And it was just these people and these people, and they're the same people, but they're separated as those people and those people. And we were dealing with the same in the United States, with the elections, like the denial of an Islamic identity, all this, those people and those people, So I really wanted something that exemplified a unified whole that alluded to sameness, but then when the shock of the difference occurs, it still embraced unity and not as a divided difference.
So the individual within the homogenized group became important. So the artist and the intimate act of picking up a book and reading, which
the physicalness we talked about before,
which is kind of disappearing in a lot of ways. So that's where the seed for the project.
Systems of divination and astrology, that stuff's hooey. And you got to have a screws to go in for that sort of thing. Our beliefs are fairly commonplace and simple to understand. Love between humankind is simply materialized color operating on the 49th vibration. You would make that conclusion walking down the street or going to the store.
That's very clever.
And moral. and they just showed together at Motor City last night.
Oh.
So it has almost like that prayer
Yes.
seat as well.
Yeah, and prayer beads. And,
exactly.
And some love does have so much to do with praying, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of faith involved in it.
Some of these are just
There's
really
Dennis
beautiful.
Jones, who's right
Dennis,
next door
okay.
too. And then you had, and these are the ones you had picked up right here. This is a group now calling themselves Suite 42, which is 2 groups of artists. Danielle, name, the both one. So the whole piece here is based on their performance.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Huh. So they collaborated on this. Wow.
And it really led them somewhere between the two of them that they plan to have a whole series of this now. So this has become, which is interesting, because they kind of introduced to them almost a documentation of a performance through books, you know, rather than video. You know.
Yes.
Now, in terms of a video, there is a French artist, well, a Chicago artist who lives in France, sent one from France. This one here.
A flip book.
Yeah, this is in a way a video piece here.
Yes. Oh, wow, amazing. Beautiful.
Yeah, we have the French love here, the masters of romance.
Masters of love.
Sabine. Though I met her in Umia. She was showing at the Umia Museum.
Sabine. Oh.
And this is her piece. It's very authored, as you can see. A rewriting, a retranslation. The
Cutting out
the decorative element and reappropriating them and painting them.
Wow, look at that. Those are roses, kind of rose or almost flower.
And windows into, you know, like the book, literally being a window into liturgy, or writing being a window into some other space, you know? And these little windows kind of physically get
within the
into
book, yes.
So it's really
wow, that
beautiful.
It's almost sculptural.
Very, they're quite beautiful. In terms of more physical sculptural, there's, let me see. Trying to find. It's hard to even stop it. Yeah.
They're all wonderful.
It's just.
And I saw how people were responding too, and they were really lovingly picking them up and sitting down and really taking their time to experience them.
This is the head of a jury